spent like $1,000 on these 2 pairs of earrings, and I was just like, I'd rather have something I really like. So I picked out these chunky hoops that have different textures, and they're both thin so they don't make great tapping sounds, but I picked these out and I really like them. What do you think? Think. What was I gonna say? Oh, if you are still here at this point in the video, leave me a black heart in the comments. Tell me with the algorithm. I would really appreciate it more than you know. And that the same thing goes for any content creator that you want to support with their channel, their Instagram, their TikTok, whatever it is. If you want to support them, the single best thing you can do, more than a like, more than a subscribe, is, well, sharing and commenting. Even a simple comment like a black heart helps. This is a type of video that I would normally put on my Patreon, by the way, if you like it. I usually post a couple videos a month over there like this that are just rambles. I see a doctor today, and I am going to talk to them about some things, and I was going to talk about that in this video, but I'd rather not have everybody in the internet see that. So I'm actually not going to talk about that here. I'm instead going to wait until after my appointment and talk about everything over on Patreon. So if you would like to hear more personal information, but you still like this rambly format, that's a great place to go to get it. I post 5 to 7 full-length ASMR videos over there. That means they're over 20 minutes long, and they're ad-free. And I have over 110 videos over there right now, like literally just ready for you to watch. And new ones every month. So, I know I post over here a lot, typically like every day, but this month of February that I'm in right now has been a shit show for me in many ways, and I was not able to do what I normally do over here. I think I went a week without posting more than once this month, which never happens, but when it does, and you're like, damn, I wish Brooke would post. Having my Patreon as like a backup is a good option, because there are tons of videos over there that you've never seen. It's only $5 a month. You can cancel at any time too. You're not like locked into a contract. You can cancel whenever, so it's a good option. I had to give myself a little shout out while I'm talking about has more caffeine than the flavored ones. And also because I just like original coffee the best. And then for milks, I used, because you mix it with your favorite milk or water, and the milk I used this time was from Planet Oat milk. Planet Oat. And the barista lovers, crafted to blend and whiten like dairy milk. Blend. There was an Ibotta deal on this. I'll link Ibotta below too. I link everything, but never really talk about it this in depth. But yeah, it says crafted with baristas to be our creamiest oat milk yet. Great for frothing and steaming. I did not try that today because it's an iced coffee, but then for the creamer I used okay. I had an Ibotta deal on this too. I've used Ibotta since May 1st of last year, and I've gotten over $1,000 in cash back since then. If you download it using my link, you get $5 for free, and so do I. So, it's a great way to get cash back on your groceries and stuff. Stuff that you would be purchasing anyway. This is the oatmeal cookie one. The oatmeal cookie one. I will say the mixture of these two milks together made this coffee taste extra oat-y. It tastes very, like, almost healthy, like a healthy treat. It's still good, but it's just very oaty today. Do you guys like, let me set this down. Do you guys like my nails? as usual. But yeah, I'm going to make him some eggs. Just some eggs. Maybe with hash browns, some cauliflower hash browns. Maybe with a piece of toast, I don't know. Probably the hash browns. And then for lunch, I'm gonna send him a salad. I'm gonna send him a salad. A salad. He keeps a ranch at work, so I don't have to send him the ranch dressing, just the salad. And then I'll probably send him a yogurt and a pear, maybe a pear, if they're still looking okay, and a bag of Cheez-Its, because that's pretty much all we have right now. Then for dinner tonight, for Charles, I'm going to make him I'm gonna do probably like a sweet potato, mashed sweet potatoes, steamed or roasted broccoli, probably roasted, I like that better. And salmon, because I have some salmon that I have to cook. So I'm gonna make him that for dinner. Then we have a bunch of pears. And they're all like on their last leg. They're about to not be good anymore. So I think I'm gonna try to, when Rosie gets home from school, I'll have the ingredients ready and we'll make like a pear cobbler or something. That's what I'm thinking, like some kind of a pear crumble cobbler. You know, with that like brown sugar, butter, cinnamon mixture with flour. You like mix it together. And it's like chunks, crumbles. Oh my god, so good. I'll make something like that. Just trying to get one good deep breath, and it's not working. You know, sometimes you're like trying to fill your lungs all the way and they just won't. I remember that was like a really frustrating thing while I was pregnant, is I always just felt so out of breath from the very beginning, like even from 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I always felt very symptomatic, like always. I've been pregnant once, but when I was pregnant, I knew like instantly, and my boobs were huge and like covered in stretch marks, and my belly was so bloated, and I just like I was gonna tell everybody early anyway, just because that's who I am as a person. But I also had to tell my family when I was like 6 weeks along, because I was so bloated, and it was right before the 4th of July. So I was like, number one, I look like 6 months pregnant, and number two, I'm not gonna be drinking, so they're gonna know. And I was like, I could pretend to drink, or, you know, like kind of fool them a little bit, or say that I was doing 75 hard again or something, because I had already done 75 So I had to tell everybody super early. But honestly, we would have done that anyway. Like, when I get pregnant, I'll be like 4 weeks along, and I'll tell you that day. I'll be like, you guys, I'm pregnant. So, everybody gonna know. Everybody gonna know. I will say, just because it's a perk of being a patron, my patrons will be the first to know. So, if you ever are curious, that's where you'll find out first. That is where you'll find out first. But, to be honest, everybody else will find out right away after. It won't be like, whoa, what? Everyone will know. That's just how I am. That's how CJ is too. We can't keep that to ourselves. When we're excited about something, that's it, you know. That's it. Our neighbors yesterday, well, the husband, I came home from Rosie's doctor's appointment, and he was outside, and he was like, do you want some Uno shot glasses? And I was like, sure. And he was like, yeah, it's a game, it's a drinking game we used to play. And I was like, okay. And he brought them over, and I thought that they were the cutest thing. They're literal Uno shot glasses. And there's a game that you can play with them that has like rules, and it's a drinking Uno game. I thought that was so cool. So that was cool of them to give that to me. To us. I brought them out here to show you. I've been tapping on them since yesterday. And when I find something tingly, I always have to tell you. Last night I asked you guys what you wanted me to film for you. And the top answer was a casual, chatty whisper ramble, which surprised me because those numbers aren't everything by any means, but it's just interesting. On my old channel, because I used to have another channel, whisper rambles were by far my most popular video that I would post. And since moving to this channel, not so. No. Usually they're my least viewed video. Those and like role plays are my two least viewed videos that I make. But it's funny because when I asked last night, what do you want to see? Those were the two answers, were role plays and whisper rambles. So and I totally love filming whisper rambles, so I will post them regardless of whether or not they get lots of views. I don't care. I will still post them all the time because I like making them. It's one of my favorite kinds of videos to make. But I just think it's funny, like, that they just never perform super well when that's what people want. There's a YouTuber who I watch, and they're always like, what videos do you want to see? And then people will request like a certain type sometimes I have nothing to say, like I'll sit down to film and I just shut off my camera or turn off my phone and just give up because I'm just like, I just don't have anything to say. Some days it's just hard for me to find the words or the subjects to talk about, and then other days, like today, it's 5 something in the morning and I can just go on and on and on. But I don't know. I think that has a lot to do with like my ADHD and how, I don't know, how it's behaving at that time. Because some days I'll just be like, alright, I talked for 2 minutes, I'm done, like I don't have anything else to say. Because I can't sit for a long time and focus. Then other times, like within an hour of when I like took my medication, I'll be like, okay, I can sit and film now for a solid 2 hours because I just feel more focused, more lasered in. Does that make any semblance of sense? It just all depends on that. And of course, whether things are happening that day, that week, that I have to talk about. Sometimes I'll want to talk about something, but I'm like, you overshare enough, you don't have to talk about that too. Every day is different. But today, I feel like I could just keep going. I could keep on going, so I'm going to. As long as I can, until I'm done. And that is the cool thing about being me, is that I do what I want, and I don't let anybody pressure me to make content I don't want to make. And I know some people, and bless their hearts, I'm not this way. I wish I was more like it actually, but some people they want to make videos to please other people. Like, they'll only make videos that other people want to see. And if like, let's say a creator is like, they do soft-spoken videos, and their audience is like, we hate the soft-spoken. They'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna do the soft-spoken anymore. It's like, what if they like to do soft-spoken? Like, who cares if people don't like it? Like, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good. And when people are like, oh, this is our channel, I get that. I get the idea behind saying, like, this is our channel. Because, like, you are everything to my channel. Without you, I would not have a channel. I mean, I would, but ain't nobody would be here. And so I do understand the concept, but at the same time, like, at the end of the day, this is my channel, you know? Best Life by Brooke. And whenever I try to be like, I'm going to try to make everybody happy, you can't make everybody happy. Your video is gonna piss somebody off no matter what. There's nothing you can do about it. This is in the 60s and 70s that she was raising 6 kids alone. Sorry, I just cracked my toes. That's like not possible. That's not a thing. But she did. And she was not a career woman by any means. She just took whatever job she could. Lunch lady, my grandma. Whatever, you know. But they made it work, but they had nothing. And my parents definitely had lots of money when I was growing up. Very spoiled, very privileged. My dad had lots of money, and my mom did not work, and my parents don't work. They never have since I was a kid. Because, long story short, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but they had a company. My great-grandparents started a company, and then they sold that company in like 96, 95, 96 or something. And that money from selling the company was doled out to my great-grandparents, my grandma and her brother, and then my dad and his brother. And so my dad continued to work for the company under new ownership for like a year or two before he was like, I don't have to do this anymore. I fucking hate you guys. I don't know if that's what happened, but he just did not like the new ownership or his new managers or something. I don't know. And so he quit. So as far as I've ever known, my parents did not work. And how did we get on that topic? Oh, so even though I grew up with my parents having money, my mom, still to this day, has the mindset of being very, very poor. And she doesn't buy herself new clothes. She doesn't buy herself anything, ever. My dad loves to treat himself and buy things. He's just a big kid. He's just like me. Or I'm just like him. He's just a big kid. So he'll buy like Star Wars things or cool cars or whatever, but like, yeah, otherwise, like, my mom taught me to be very frugal, and also brought me a lot of like money guilt and like nauseous to